Now I got you. Now let me just, yeah. Alright, that's better. Yes, sir, back in business. Well, let's talk about something heartwarming, shall we? Let's talk about All Dogs Goes to Heaven franchise, which is only the first two movies. And before I'm going to talk about that, little bit of backstory. Let me talk about you guys about Don Bluth, who directed this amazing movie, only the first film. So Don Bluth is basically the greatest animator of all time, who may help the animation of Robin Hood. I think he also directed it. Maybe, I don't know. I can't even remember that at this point, but I think he directed it. Yeah. And also he worked on Pete's Dragon, The Rescuers, also video games too, which is a Dragon's Lair, Space Station Dragon's Lair sequel. Yeah, his animation is so memorable that it was stuck in your head. Like, man, I love his animation. He's perfect with this job. Anyway, let's talk about today's double feature, which is a classic film known as All Dogs Goes to Heaven duology. I know there's a third film, but I haven't seen it yet. But when I do, I will do a separate review on this. But from now on, I want to stick on the first two movies. And of course, this is a sad day for the first movie fans because the King Gator's voice actor has passed away. I can't even remember his last name, so my apologies on that. I don't usually do this, but I'm sorry. Rest in peace, man. You were a perfect voice actor. And he was also a voice actor for Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah. We lost another legend after Maggie Smith. Anyway, let's talk about the first film. All Dogs Goes to Heaven is basically about the German Shepherd named Charlie M. Barkin. Yeah, that's his last name. His last name has puns. It's like Zoo. Never mind. So, Charlie M. Barkin one day dies with a truck hits him. And then he finds himself in heaven. But he can't go in there yet because a guardian angel named Annabelle tells her, "Oh, you didn't do any good things, so you better do it in time, or else you will be banished to hell." Yeah, there's a hell scene in the movie, that was a scary scene for a children's film. And Charlie and his friend Ichi trying to make things clearly goes well, so he can go to heaven. But then also Charlie meets a girl named Anne Mary, which is homeless girl who trying to find a better place for herself, That's kind of sad, actually. This movie is sad. Even though tragically known as the voice actor of Anne Mary, voiced by Judith Barshi, who died while this movie's production murdered by her own father. Yeah. And it's so sad that's the part makes me tear up when I heard it. She was 10 years old and her abusive father took her own life. Child abuse is the worst. Well, at least she's with Burt Reynolds again after 30 years later, voice actor of Charlie M. Barking, which is Burt Reynolds did voice him. And they're together now. Because that makes me more emotional. Anyway, all the characters, the songs, they're all phenomenal. Especially the minor villain, which is a bit of a thick dog. I forgot his name. Which is kind of belongs to hell because he's such a bad character. You know what I mean? And also the ending of the movie, first time I saw it, I get emotional because Charlie said goodbye to Anne Mary. That's the saddest moment in the film. But, and during the credits, Charlie says, you know what I mean, right? When I made that cliffhanger in my last video? Yeah, that part. He'll be back. He said that, so that might be a teaser, there will be a sequel. And there is, but first let me give this movie a rating. I'll give this one 5 colors out of 5. Now, All Dogs Goes to Heaven 2. This movie was not good as the first one, but it was okay and good his own way. I mean, you can't even come top to the original film. And Don Bluth, I think he didn't direct this one. I think he worked it somewhere. Anyway. So, this time Itchy dies, him and Charlie having a fun time in heaven, and then they go back to Earth to make some good deeds again. If I'm right, because I watched this movie once, I need to watch it again because, well, I want to watch it with my mom, even though she might refuse it, but who knows. Charlie and Itchy, they're ghosts from now on, and then they go to the place, which is basically a dog pub, which is their dogs watching shows, drinking beer or lemonade or something. And then they found our new mission, of course. Which is the mission is the boy named David who runs away from home, trying to find something, I don't know, I can't remember, like I said. But during their journey, Charlie falls in love with the character named Sasha, which is his second love interest after Flo. I don't know what happened to Flo, to be honest. Is she dead too? Why she's not in heaven then? Who knows? Maybe she moved on to a different city. So, 3 of them team up to protect this boy David all throughout the way. All throughout the San Francisco. Yeah, place of Full House. And Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And Dawn of the Planet of the Apes too. Not War of the Planet of the Apes because that movie takes place at... Never mind, that's a different topic. So... yeah, that was a pretty sweet sequel, but like I said, not good as the first, not a masterpiece like the first one. But if you want to compare it to the other sequels, like Shrek 3, the first 2 movies, that All Dogs Goes to Heaven 2 is much better than Shrek the third. And also, the songs are still great, but unfortunately something that a bit bugged me. Charlie didn't voice by Burt Reynolds this time. No, it was voiced by Charlie Sheen, which did a good, okay job. But for me, nothing can come top to Burt Reynolds himself. He was a legend, and he always will be. And also, there's a lot of great songs, and the Charlie singing voice is also not... I was surprised that it wasn't Charlie Sheen. What? He's singing 2.5 Man theme song. Why you can't sing a song in this one? But Jess Corty did a better job when it comes to singing. Yeah, Jess Corty himself from Beauty and the Beast and the Zoo. You know. Anyway, for this movie's rating, I think I'm gonna give this one... I don't know. I'd rather stuck at 4 or 3 colors. 3 colors, that sounds fine. If you don't like this rating, deal with it. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Now excuse me, I gotta watch this second movie again to refresh my mind.